All right, now you are live. You can proceed with that.
Oh. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه أما بعد أهلا وسهلا بكم. Welcome to our new series of talk. We are going insyaAllah to study the book of Madarij Assalikeen. Is my screen clear? Can you see the book? Brother Wazir?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see the book, Madarij Assalikeen.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the book. We are going to study Madarij Assalikeen, written by Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyya. I will give a briefing about this book shortly, insyaAllah. And during this semester, insyaAllah, every Wednesday, we are going to study this book. What is Madarij Assalikeen? Madarij Assalikeen is a Sufi book. So we are going to study Sufi, or the philosophy of Sufism with the practice of Sufism, but based on Sunnah. So this book is introducing the Sufi style or Sufi practice, Sufi idea, but based on the accurate Sunnah. As you know, in Sufi, movement or Sufi thought, Sufi intellectual, thought, there is a mix, hadith ضعيف, hadith موضوع, not accurate hadith, weak hadith, accurate hadith, all mixed together. So this book, he come in and he worked to purify the Sufi style based on accurate hadith, based on accurate narration from the Salaf, from the Sahaba, from the Tabi'een. So using only the accurate, narration, accurate evidence, accurate dalil, accurate hadith from the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So in the end, inshallah, this book is going to strengthen our belief. It's going to strengthen our practice of Islam, practice of our ibadah, and also to strengthen our soul. So this actually book mostly talk about the soul and how to make our soul, our ruh, our spirit strong based on Islamic belief, based on accurate Islamic belief. So this is inshallah what we are going to do, studying this book. So let us to start talking about the book, go deep in the details with the introduction to this book. So before we talk about the book, we talk about the writer. Who is the writer? The writer in this book, we have two writers. We have two writers. We have the original text and we have the explanation of the original text. We have nas, we have text written by one alim, which is very famous Sufi alim, and that text is taken by another alim, which is Ibn al-Qayyim, and he took that text and he explained it, and he give more explanation to the text. So this book have two parts. One, the original text, and then the explanation. Okay, the original text is written by the original text written by this sheikh. His name is Abu Ismail al-Harawi. Abu Ismail al-Harawi. Abu Ismail al-Harawi is one of very famous, well-known alim. He's a Sufi, and he's also a faqih. He lived in the 5th century of Islam. 5th century of Islam. And he died 481. He died 481 Hijri. And he is from Khurasan al-Kubra. When we say Khurasan, I mean, where is the place he lived? He lived in Khurasan al-Kubra. Khurasan al-Kubra means include Iran and Afghanistan and Pakistan today. I mean, today we call it Iran and we call it Afghanistan and we call it Pakistan. In that time, in the Abu Ismail Harawi time, that names Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan is not there. So that area in that time, they call it Khurasan. So Khurasan, in that time, when we say Khurasan, Khurasan today is Iran, Afghanistan, and Iran. And this guy, Abu Ismail al-Harawi, is our alim today. He was from a city, they call it Herat. Herat today is a city in Afghanistan. Today, the Herat is a city in Afghanistan. So this guy, Abu Ismail Harawi, he is from that area. And he was following a Hanbali madhab by fiqh. He is following Hanbali madhab, but this book is not a fiqh, so nothing to do with fiqh. So this book is dealing with behavior, how we improve our Islamic behavior, how we strengthen our soul based on Islamic instruction or based on Islamic idea, based on Islamic belief. So this book will talk about that. Later, inshallah, we will go all details. But this is the one. So Abu Ismail Harawi, he was a well-known Sufi alim. And he is from Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And he wrote a text. He called it Manazil As-Sa'irin. وَذَمِّ الْكَلَامِ وَأَهْلِهِ. This is the original book or original text written by Abu Ismail Harawi. The name of the book is Manazil As-Sa'irin وَذَمِّ الْكَلَامِ وَأَهْلِهِ. What is the meaning of Manazil As-Sa'irin? Shortly, I will touch that. It's very beautiful meaning, something amazing. You are going to really like it. You are going to really enjoy studying this book with me, insyaAllah. So after that, when Abu Ismail Harawi died and passed away, so this book was spread in Islamic world and become very popular book, this Manazil al-Sa'irin. So Ibn al-Qayyim, who lived in the 7th and 8th century of Hijrah, he died 751. Mean you talk about 200 years. So Ibn al-Qayyim, he come around 200 years after, or 250 years after Abu Ismail Harawi. And he took that book, Ibn al-Qayyim, and he explained it. He gave more explanation to the book of Abu Ismail al-Harawi. Ibn al-Qayyim lived in Syria. Today, we call it Syria. In that time, they call it Ash-Sham. So Ibn al-Qayyim from Damascus, which is Syria today. So he took the book and he explained it, and he called it Madarij Assalikeen. He called the book Madarij Assalikeen. So the original book is Manazil As-Sa'irin. Manazil As-Sa'irin. Ibn al-Qayyim called it Manazil As-Salikeen. Manazil As-Salikeen. So let us go to the book, try to understand what is the meaning of Manazil As-Sa'irin and what is the meaning of Manazil As-Salikeen. So what is the difference between As-Sa'irin, As-Salikeen? And let us to go to the book and try to to understand it. Okay, let us to go to the book. So this is the book. for Madarij Assalikeen للإمام ابن القيم. I will try next week insyaAllah to also provide you some English translation. I will try to provide you some English translation insyaAllah. Anyway, so let us to go to the book. So this is what Ibn al-Qayyim, he wrote in the beginning. He starts with Rabbi Yassir wa A'in. Oh God, make it easy and help. And then he talked in the beginning about the guidance of the Quran. So he said, Al-Quran, he is As-Sirat al-Mustaqim. Al-Quran, our book, our Islamic book, Quran, is As-Sirat al-Mustaqim. So he said that we are, as a Muslim, if we want to reach Allah, because we are now here on the earth, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala up there in the heaven. So what we are trying now, we are walking, moving forward to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because our destiny is to go to the heaven in the mercy, to live in the mercy of Allah. What is the mercy of Allah? Al-Jannah. So we want to go to Al-Jannah. As you know, Al-Jannah, the roof of the Jannah is Arshur Rahman. Mean, inshallah, when we go to Jannah, when we live there, when we look up, what we will see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be above us immediately, because the roof of the Jannah is Arshur Rahman. So means now, what we are doing as a Muslim, we are moving every day, we are taking one step forward to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today we are here. So next day we will go up one step. So day after that we will go another one step up. This step one today, step 2 tomorrow, step 3 after tomorrow, each step, because we are going up, in Arabic language we call it Madarij. We call it Madarij. So Madarij means a step, you take it up. When you go to the stairs, when you have stairs, this steps of the stairs, each step you take one step up, another step, you are going up. This one you are going to Madarij. Madarij after Madarij, the plural name Madarij. So this is Madarij. Means in the book, what you are going to see Madarij. Madarij means steps. Means this book will provide you, or will tell you, or will clarify for you what is the steps you have to take to go up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to reach Allah. Means if you study this book, in the end you are going to know what is the right steps, that if you take it, if you do it, it's going to increase your level as a Muslim, as a mu'min, till you reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted you and put you in the paradise. So this is the meaning of Madarij. When we say Madarij, because you know the name is Madarij Assalikeen, right? We say Madarij. So this is the meaning of Madarij. So what is Assalikeen? What is Assalikeen? Assalikeen is the person who have a destiny and he travel to reach his destiny. So Assalik is one. Plural is Assalikeen. So now, Assalikeen, who is Assalikeen? Assalikeen or Assalik, the person we call him Assalik. Assalik, the person who travel to reach his or her destiny. We call him Salik. So all of us as a Muslim, we are Salikeen. Why Salikeen? Because we are a traveler. to our destiny. What is our destiny? Al-Jannah, right? Our destiny is Al-Jannah. So now what we are doing now, we are traveling now. Every day we are moving forward our target. We are traveling to our target, which is Al-Jannah. So each one as a Muslim is Salik. So we are the Muslim are Assalikeen. But of course, some of Muslim they lost their what call their goal, or they lost their direction. So when the person have no direction, no goal, that person is not Salik, because a Salik is the person who know what is the target. He know what is the destiny and traveling to that destiny. So in that case, we call him a Salik. So the first step for a Salik is to know what is your destiny, what is your target. I give you example of that. Now Muslim living today, when we ask them, any Muslim, not all of them, but most of the Muslim, or many of the Muslim, maybe majority of the Muslim, when you ask him, what is your target? What is your destiny? He say, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a prime minister. I want to be what call a millionaire. I want to be what? Oh, this is not the destiny of the Muslim. The Muslim, when we would like to answer the question, what is your destiny? So the answer should be, my destiny is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My destiny is the paradise. So this is what we call it, our destiny, our goal. Money is not our goal. To be rich is not our goal. To be a doctor or prime minister is not our goal. Our goal to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to reach the paradise. So this is our target. And now when I have what is my destiny, I have what is my target, I lock on it, and I travel, then they call me Salik. Then to reach my goal, to reach my destiny, because my goal, my destiny is Jannah, is Allah, and they are up, and I am down now, so I have to go up. So each step I taking up, we call it ada darajtu daraja. I go up one daraja. So when I move more, I will go to another daraja. So I am going to Madarij. So this book will show you the Madarij Assalikeen, mean the stairs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the stairs to the paradise. So this is the meaning of the book. Madarij Assalikeen is the stairs those who travel to Allah should take to reach their destiny, which is Al-Jannah, insyaAllah. So this is the meaning of Madarij Assalikeen. So Abu Ismail Abu Ismail Harawi, he called it what? He did not call it Madarij. He called it Manazil. He called it Manazil. Manazil is what called a checkpoint. We say, you know, when people traveling, not now, even now we can call it. Let us to say, now my destiny is America. I want to go to, for example, New York, and I am in Malaysia. But I cannot go direct to New York. So my flight will go to Singapore. So I will stay in Singapore. Then from Singapore, I will go, for example, to Taiwan. Then from Taiwan, I will go, for example, to England. And from England, I will take flight to Germany, for example. And then from Germany, I will take flight to go to America. So mean when I am moving to my target, which is New York, I cannot go directly. I have to go to another places to move forward my target. So each place I reach it, we call it manzil. Manzil means a house or a place you stay in it, but temporary, for a while, not forever. So that's why Imam Abu Ismail Harawi, he called it manazil, Because when we are moving to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our life is not 1 second. Our life is not 1 day. Our life is not one time. And our life is not one situation. Our life, our traveling, when we travel to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will we go through a lot of stages. Each stage of it will change us before we reach Allah. How is that? Today you are patient because you are in difficulty. You need to be patient. Tomorrow you are happy. You have to be thankful. So see, today you stay in the house of patient. But tomorrow, because you are happy, you no need to be patient. You need to be what? To be thankful. So here, when you are thankful, it is another house. So you moved from patient to another house or another place to stay, which is thankful. Then next day, maybe you need to do tawakkul. You have something to do and you need help. So you need tawakkul. So third day, you will go to the house of tawakkul. So you got now this is the manazil. So this is the the manazil we are going to move on. So now we will say, today I am in patient house. I will move. My destiny tomorrow will be, for example, thankful, shukr, thankful house. So after that, I will move from thankful to at-tawakkul ala Allah. Okay. So another day, people try to make me doubt about Allah. So I will stand and trust Allah. So I will move to the house of trust of Allah. So every day I will move to a new house, practicing in new characters. So now the question is, when you are in the house of patient, what patient means? What is the correct format of patient? When we can call you, you are a patient Muslim, because non-Muslim also patient, but their patient, they practice patient in a wrong way. So this is the question. Now, what is the right way, or what is the right format for patient? So do you know? So some people say, just be patient. No, this is totally wrong. You cannot be just patient, because patient in Islam have a criteria, have description, have something to do, have something to say. You cannot be a patient Muslim or Muslim practicing patient in Islam unless you do these things. You have this character. You practice 1, 2. You have to say 1, 2. So do you know it? Then this book going to explain to you all these things. Okay, thankful. What does thankful mean? Ash-shukr. You say, Alhamdulillah, ash-shukrullah. Do you understand what ash-shukr means in Islam? Do you understand what is the right format of ash-shukr? Do you know what the shukr requires? Because ash-shukr have requirement. If you did not apply the requirement, you are not going to be thankful in Islam. Even you say thankful in your tongue, but it will not be accepted. Now the question, what is the right format? What is the criteria? What is the requirement of shukr? What I should do to be a Muslim practicing thankful to Allah? What I should do? So this book going to explain to you the right way how to be thankful. Okay, another example. There is a man, he came to Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was outside Medina, mean in the desert. There is a place when Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam have something to do in the desert. So there is a person, he come to the Medina, ask, where is Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? He want to ask Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam a question. And then he said, where is Muhammad? They said Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam outside the Medina. So he took his camel and he go to that place. When he come to Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam look, he said, where is your camel? Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asked that person, where is your camel? Because normally in that time, people, when they go for that distance, they're using camel. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw that man coming to him, but there is no camel. That man is walking. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam surprised. He said, "Did you come walking all that distance? Because it is very far." So that person said, "No, I have a camel." So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, "Where is your camel? I cannot see your camel." And that man replied to Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "I left my camel there somewhere around because there is a grass. So the camel will eat the grass." So now Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked him, "Did you tie your camel?" Because the camel, if you did not put the rope in the neck and you tied it, the camel maybe run away. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the man, "Did you tie your camel?" So that person replied, "No, Ya Rasulullah, tawakkaltu ala Allah." I did not do that. I depend on Allah. So now that person practicing what? Practicing tawakkul. Tawakkul is one of the Madarij. We call it now Madarij, right? So this is the Madarij. One of the Madarij. You want to go to Allah, you want Allah to accept you, you need to practice this Madarij, this Masalik. So you have to practice it. So that person, he told Rasulullah, "Ya Rasulullah, I practice tawakkul. I did not tie it, I practice tawakkul." Now, is that a right format of tawakkul? So now the person claim, "I am practicing tawakkul." The question now, is that tawakkul is the right format? Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam immediately told him, "No, you are practicing a wrong format of tawakkul." Then the man asked Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam what I should do. So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, "Go, tie your camel first, then tawakkul." Then the tawakkul is not just leave it to Allah. No, this is a wrong way of tawakkul. Tawakkul, you have to do your best first. Example, you have exam. You cannot say, "Don't read. I will not read." Why? I depend on Allah. Allah inshallah will help me. This is tawakkul. No, this is wrong format of tawakkul. So what is the right format of tawakkul? The right format of tawakkul is study as much as you can. Do your best. Then ask Allah to help you. This is the right format of tawakkul. So that's why Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam immediately taught that man, he told him, "Go back, tie your camel, then practice tawakkul." So this is the right format of tawakkul. So now this book going to teach us what is the accurate practice in Islam. What is the accurate idea of this manazil? Okay, let us say, so here we go to at-tawbah. So here we have something we call at-tawbah. Tawbah, we call it tawbat. See, this is manzila. Why manzila? Because Abu Ismail al-Harawi call it manazil. But Ibn al-Qayyim, he call it madraj or daraja. So based on the original text of Abu Ismail al-Harawi, so this one, he call it manzila. Manzila mean a house or a stage. Okay? And Ibn al-Qayyim, he call it daraja or madraj. Same meaning actually. There is no big difference between that. Okay? So now when we go, for example, to Tawbah, later inshallah, because now if every week we are going to study 1 or 2 manzila. Each week inshallah in the future, starting from next Wednesday, we are going to study each week 1 or 2 manzila. This is the manazil. We are going to do around 80 something manzila. It is 80 something manzila. So all this manazil. Some manzilat will take maybe only maybe 20 minutes to explain. Some manzila we need maybe 2 sessions or 3 sessions to explain it, because manazil is different. Some manazil is a huge one, big one. Someone was just small one. So anyway, in the future, inshallah, we will go through it. Each week we are going to study 1 or 2 or 3, depend on the type of the manzila. So one of the manzila, for example, tawbah. Now, a lot of Muslim, okay, actually most of the Muslim practicing tawbah. But the question is, do Muslims practice the right way of tawbah? Is that what the Muslim doing now? Now every one of us, me, you, every one of us, when we do a mistake and we practice tawbah, are we practicing the right format of tawbah? What is the idea of the tawbah? Muslim now, they say, oh, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. This is what the Muslim think. Is that the right tawbah? No, it's not the accurate, not the right format of the tawbah. Okay, see now the tawbah. How many page? 1, 2, okay, see, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. You got it now? Just imagine now, Ibn al-Qayyim, when he explained Abu Ismail Harawi text for at-Tawbah, we're going to see, we're going to talk about around 50 pages. We talk about around 50 pages only explain about Tawbah, what the Tawbah means. So Tawbah is not just a matter of saying Astaghfirullah al-Azim. It is bigger than that. You need to understand what is the meaning of Tawbah, how to practice it, what the requirement of the Tawbah. Okay? So all the hadith, all the ayah, all the statement of our ulama about Tawbah, it will be here. You are going to read it in this chapter. When we go to the chapter of Tawbah, so we are going to read all the ayah about the Tawbah, all the hadith about the Tawbah, all the statement of our ulama about the Tawbah. So this is what we are going to do, inshallah, when we study this book, when we are going to study this book. I have a message from... Okay, so now this is what we call the manazil, what you call manazil. How we are going to study manazil? We are going to study manazil in that way. So each week we are going to study manzila by manzila. So the first manzila is al-yaqza. Al-yaqza means wake up. This is the first manzila. If you did not wake up, if your heart did not wake up, then you will not be guided. To be guided, to see the truth, first you need to go to your heart and make your heart wake up. Unfortunately, many Muslims, you are going to see, next week we are going to study about al-yaqza, it is for next week. You are going to see a lot of Muslims, they did not even start the first manzila. Most of the Muslims, next week, inshallah, we are going to study this one. We will see many Muslims, they did not even start al-yaqza, what the yaqza means. Okay? So later, inshallah, next week, I will explain that, inshallah, in details. We are going to read and explain in details what wake up means. When we say wake up as a Muslim, go to your heart, make your heart wake up. What does it mean? And you will find that maybe most of us, you will see, when you check that with yourself, maybe you will find, oh, I did not start that yet. It is the first step. You have to take it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean, if you are moving forward to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first step is make your heart wake up. The question now, is your heart wake up or not? If not yet, this means you did not move yet forward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, you want to be a real Sufi, a good Sufi, a Sufi based on Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, come to me, study this book with me. So this is what we are going, inshallah, to do next week. Okay, last things today, because of the time, last things today, we are going to say, because he said taqrib Madarij Assalikeen. When we go to the to the details. So we will find the name of the book. The name of the book is Madarij Assalikeen بين منازل إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Mean, when we are moved forward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you are moved, there is on your right, on your left, al-manazil. So the stages, the stairs, when you go up to the stairs, steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, you're going up. This is the stair. But on the right, on the left, there is a wall protecting you from fall down. Because you know, if the stairs only steps, there is nothing here and here prevent you from falling down. Maybe while you are up, you are going to fall down from one of the side. That's why the protection when you are on the steps, when you go step 1, step 2 up, step 3 up, and you go up, you need from your right and your left something to hold you on as-sirat al-mustaqim. How to hold yourself on as-sirat al-mustaqim. So you need something on your right and something on your left, hold you on the sirat al-mustaqim. What is these two holders? These two holders is mentioned in Surah Al-Fatiha. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدْ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ. What that mean? I have no time today to explain it. So our next Wednesday, we will start the meaning of إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدْ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ. So after we finish the meaning of إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدْ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ, we will move to the first manzila, or to the first step to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or first madraj to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so which is the step of al-yaqza. So next week topic will be the meaning of إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ, and the meaning of al-yaqza, the first step to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the Adhan al-Isha is coming soon, I will stop here. If the committee or the chairperson or there is any question, please go ahead. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair.